increases when CO2 becomes proton and lowers pH. Zaire, that's chemistry. And it's my favorite chemistry because it's given a French name. It's called Le Chatelier Principle. And here's your first little recipe that you want to know of. Because we don't measure everything with the same units, we need to have an idea as to how many millimeters of mercury of CO2 correspond to how many millimole per liter of bicarb. When CO2 goes up, how much does bicarb go up? When CO2 goes down, how much does bicarb go down? And here's how it goes. For each 10 millimeters of mercury increase in PCO2, expect 1 milliequivalent per liter increase in bicarb. So, example, a PCO2 of 80, so plus 40 from normal, has a bicarb of how much? Should it still be 24? No, it has to increase. 1 milliequivalent per liter for each 10. So how much should be the bicarb when PCO2 is 80? Exactly. User 1 has a bicarb of 24 plus 4, 28 milliequivalent per liter, and plus 4 from 4 times 1 milliequivalent per liter for each 10 millimeters of mercury increase in PCO2. Look, we're going to do it in the other direction, and then Zaire, I'm going to look at your question. It's going to have to be linear, that story. It's stoichiometry. So when you double CO2, you add on 1 milliequivalent per each 10, or if you want to do it more precise, 0.1 milliequivalent for each one. It's up to you once you have the relationship. When you go down for each 10 millimeters of mercury decrease in PCO2, well, to make it linear, expect 2 milliequivalent per liter decrease in bicarb. Example, let's half PCO2. Let's put a PCO2 of 20, so minus 20 from normal. Then it would have a bicarb of how much? User 1, tell us. Just based on the chemistry. Zaire, it would have a bicarb of 24 minus 4, 20 milliequivalent per liter. Actually, in French, when PCO2 is 20, bicarb should be 20. And user 1, we decrease it by 4, and I'm going to say minus 4 from 2 times 2 milliequivalent per liter for each 10 millimeters of mercury decrease in PCO2. So always remember this first, which is bicarb varies with PCO2. It's based on chemistry, so when you see a PCO2 that has increased, but yet the bicarb is a 24, that's impossible unless there's a mixed disorder. Normally, if PCO2 had increased, the bicarb should have gone higher than 24. And once again telling you, the patient on that diagram, that's more than just respiratory acidosis. There has to be a mixed respiratory and metabolic acidosis.